Well, people want to know that obviously you know what you're doing. That's very important. But they also want to know whether or not you believe in what you're saying. That's very important too. I've often found that when I'm talking to people, they'll ask me what I think, and they'll look at me very intently in the eyes to see whether or not I believe what I'm saying. So it's important that you do tell them whether you think they have a case or whether they don't. If they do, I'll tell them. If they don't, I'll tell them as well. You've got careless driving and dangerous driving. Both can be the same. The difference between them is the results of the driving. I could drive the same way down the road, but if this doesn't result in an accident or injury, it might be careless driving if I've done something wrong. I can drive the same way, but if I collide with someone and cause serious injury or cause damage to property or crash into someone, my driving is now elevated to dangerous driving. And there's no hard and fast rule. There never is. Not here and not in the UK. It's a case-by-case thing based on all of the factors. What's the difference between careless driving and dangerous driving? It's effectively a matter of degree. By that I mean it depends on the consequences of your driving. If your driving causes injury to a person or damage to property, it's very likely going to be elevated from one of careless driving to one of dangerous driving. So it depends on the consequences. That's pretty much it. Everyone is expected to drive in a manner that will be expected of a competent and careful driver. What careless driving is where your driving falls below the standard of a competent and careful driver. What dangerous driving is where your driving falls far below the standard that will be expected of a competent and careful driver. So it's really a matter of degree or the severity of what happens in the driving that determines the charge you're going to get.